sausages from Richmond are really, really nice. So, we're being nice and sweet today. We're only eating the plants. But it's Halloween. I forgot to get a drink on my way to the tent. So I went and filled up a bottle of water from the fresh mountain stream. Okay, let's open this up because I don't know if I'm going to do any Luggo effects because of the rain. It might not give you the same effect. I'll give it a try. Did that still work? I won't know until I watch the video back and edit it. But cheers, guys, anyway. Oh yeah, fresh mountain stream. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna be talking about on this dark and stormy night is gonna be Halloween Kills. Now, I saw this film a couple of weeks back. Let's dip this in the old ketchup. I don't want to really spoil it too much, but basically what happens is it continues directly after the first one. So, Laurie Strode and her daughter and that are all going, they're on their way to the hospital. And what happens is someone's called the firefighters, and they're on their way to the house to put the fire out, where, of course, Michael Myers is. So because the firefighters are putting out the fire, of course Michael is then safe. The only problem I had with the film, and it's good, guys, it is good. I mean, if you like the Halloween movies, it's, there's loads of killing in it and everything else, but I just felt it was a bit silly. It's like, the firefighters, he finally comes out of the house, and there's all these big burly firefighters, and rather than all going storming him, taking him down, they go at him one at a time, and so he just then, kills one of them, and then the others are sort of just lining up for him to kill him, really. So it's a bit silly in that sense, but it's still good. Also, I just thought that, I don't want to give too much away. I won't tell you too much about it, but the killings in it are good. They're very brutal. It's quite brutal in this film. But yeah, it just gets a little bit silly for me. There is, however, one interesting thing about it, which I was watching yesterday. I'm gonna have one of these sausages. Oh, it's very hot though, like you can see. Oh, they're really nice. Yeah, one thing about it is near the end they take off his mask, and Laurie's daughter is sort of lying there in the porch, and as he walks up, and I was watching a video of it, and the video was called "Does Michael Myers Speak?" And what people are saying is that he says, "Give it back." Now, I watched this video where this guy says he can't hear anything at all. He can't hear him say it, but I had my cans on, and it really sounds like he says, "Give it back." So I don't think he's actually saying anything. I think it's a bit of a trick. Maybe the director has done it, I don't know, but I could clearly hear "give it back" in this little clip, which is really interesting, because I clearly didn't hear it when I saw it first time, but then this guy plays it about 3 times and it is there. It's clear saying "give it back," but it could just be because he's walking towards her and you've got the music and everything. It could just sound like he's saying that, but maybe the director did put that in there. But it's an interesting thing nevertheless. But yeah, another thing I want to talk about is for my friend Bill from Greece. He wanted me to talk about the game Silent Hill 2, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that while I eat my nuggets. Dip these in here. And if you've never played the game Silent Hill 2, guys, you must watch it. I also recommend, if you like the game but you have never played it and you like to watch it, check out the enhanced version that's on YouTube. It looks absolutely amazing. And it's basically a guy called James whose wife had died 3 years ago, but he receives a letter from her saying that she's at this hotel in Silent Hill and to come and find her. And that's pretty much what it is. So he's been lured to Silent Hill, and it's about his journey through Silent Hill and meeting all these different characters. Now, there's a lot of interpretations with this game, and the way I see it is that, although I don't know whether to spoil it for you. Spoilers ahead, guys. Yeah, I'll put spoilers up. Why the word spoilers are up. You know, put your fingers in your ears or just fast forward it. But I say that everybody in Silent Hill are dead. They've all died. There's a girl called Angela who stabbed her father because he was abusing her. There was a guy called Eddie who had killed a guy and his dog. And even James, when you first go to an apartment building, you actually find James dead in front of his TV, where he shot himself. So I think it's a kind of hell. You know, Silent Hill is like a sort of kind of hell where all these people are having to, you know, go to after everything they've done, including James, because, you know, James, well, you know what James did if you've played the game, right? It's all the monsters that James encounters are all to do with the certain things that, you know, he did, you know. There's this terrifying character called Pyramid Head, and that supposedly represents James, you know, as the killer. That was the kill, you know. So it's a really interesting story and concept as well, which makes the game even So that's what I think it's about, but you have to play it or watch it to try and see how you interpret it. It's just one of those kind of games. It's really, really, really good, guys. Also, I'm going to have a little talk about the terrible accident that has happened on the set of the film Rust with Alec Baldwin. It's really sad to hear about things like this because, after Brandon Lee on the set of The Crow, and how that ended his life, that was awful. And a similar thing has happened, apparently. The guy they're called the Armourers, I think. Whether it's a guy or a woman, I'm not sure. Handed him a gun, saying it's a cold gun, which means it's safe to use. But apparently it had live rounds in it, so they've done this shot. Why did I say that? Sorry guys, I didn't even mean that joking. But they've set up this scene and rehearsing it in this little church, and Alec Baldwin had to aim the gun directly in front, and he's fired it, and of course it's got a live round in it, so it's killed the director of photography and also injured the director. I can only say it went through the director of photography and then into him as well. But these things, why are these things still happening? It's so awful. Because guns are, they're absolutely deadly when you hold, if you've actually fired a real gun. They're terrifying. You think, oh my god, and then you fire it. You think, whoa, they're really scary. And I think, for me, even if I was on the set, someone said, "Here's the gun, it's safe," I think I would just naturally be overcautious, and I would have opened it and emptied it in my hand. I think I would have to do that, just to make sure, because these, guns are, they're frighteningly powerful, and and they kill, and now a life has gone, because someone again has been incompetent, and apparently there was, I don't know how true this is though, allegedly the person that was doing this, that just gave him the gun, didn't bother checking it, had done something similar before, as well. So it's really, really dodgy, but my heart goes out, to the family of the woman that got shot and killed. I also feel sorry for Alec Baldwin. How horrible must that be? That you've just shot somebody, But yeah, it's, I wouldn't care if someone said it's safe. I don't know, I would be the judge of that, because I don't want to injure anyone. I certainly don't want to cause, that sort of, I don't want that sort of thing in my life, But when it comes to handling guns, you've got to be 1,000% cautious, because it's just so easy to injure someone with them, or worse. Okay. The final thing I want to talk about is my game REM state, because I've had a lot of people asking me to talk about it, so I thought, well, being as it's Halloween, now is the perfect time to talk about it. And I was talking to Drivers Lassons about it the other night, where there's a bit in it where you come across two gravestones Rose or something along those lines, yeah. Then next to that is another guy, and I can't even remember his name. I've forgotten it, but his surname is something like Richard Gate or something. He was always on time. He was never late, you know, and that's on the gravestones. But then you come across Jessica, and she has a key that you need on a necklace. And she goes, well, I can't just give you it, you've got to give me something. And she goes, go to the shopping mall and go and bring me something special. So you go to the shopping mall and you think, back to the poem. So you go into a boutique where they sell perfume and jewellery, and you get the choice to pick one, a bottle of perfume or gold loopy earrings. It's up to you which one you pick, but if you pick the perfume and take it back to her, she goes, oh, I love perfume, and she gives you the key. If you give her the earrings, she goes, I don't want them, they're awfully vulgar, get rid of them, you know. Get me something I want, you know, that I like. So, but if you give her the earrings first, then go back and get the perfume, and then give her the perfume after, as she's about to leave, it says, these earrings are actually kind of nice, I could wear them myself, and then you can wear them. So, you know, you can then get to wear these earrings, which is a little bit of a, you know, just improves the look of the character a little bit, if you do that. You then do the same with this guy. When you meet him, you need something from him, and then he says, well, I'm not giving you it, you know, you've got to give me something. And I can't remember his name, I've forgotten. But it's something like, you know, Henry Tate was always on time, he was never late, so that sort of gives you a little cryptic clue, sort of thing he likes, you know, and you do the same thing again. Maybe I would do it twice, I don't know. I'd definitely do it with Jessica. But yeah, that was another thing we was like talking about. But yes, a way of getting a free pair of earrings. Okay guys, I'm gonna be going soon. I'm gonna be heading back home. To enjoy the rest of Halloween. I'm gonna watch some horror movies, obviously, because it's Halloween. I'm gonna be watching Texas Chainsaw, you know, the one from 2013. Just purely because I want to watch it on my new TV, because the black levels on my TV are fantastic now, and I really enjoy the night scenes a lot more. And I know there's a bit in it where Leatherface place, goes to this carnival, and he's like attacking everyone with a chainsaw, and it's going through like the fence, and then someone grabs hold of the big wheel, you know, the Ferris, is it Ferris wheel? You call it in America. And yeah, and he like runs amok in this carnival. But the last time I watched it was on my old TV, so all the blacks were all grey and washed out, and it didn't look that good. But now I know, you know, all the colours gonna be boosted and everything. So one last little chug on here. Fresh mountain stream. Okay guys, if you'd like to see more of these ASMRs in a 10, please let me know in the comments. I will be back with more videos. I'm going to be trying to upload daily, as you probably know. A big thank you to everyone that's been joining my Patreon. Anyone that does join now will be getting a shout out on here as well, so that's good. Has that been there all the time? I cleaned all my work surface, tent. I'll just cut that bit out. Yeah. So I will be back. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for joining me here in the tent. Oh, look at that rain. How cool is that? That is so relaxing. I'll leave that going for you for a little bit as well. But in the meantime, have yourselves